They found the twins sitting by the river, staring at their reflections. But there was no water in the river, just dry, cracked earth. I still remember that day. The air felt heavy, like something was pressing down on all of us. I was part of the king's guards, and we had been sent to look for Fatu, the king's first wife, and her children. She had been cast out months ago. The king said she was cursed because she gave birth to twins, and in our village, twins were considered a bad omen. The king didn't even want to see her. He told us to take her deep into the forest and leave her there. We obeyed. What choice did we have? But then the rumors started. People claimed they saw Fatu and the twins near the river at night. They said she didn't speak, just watched them with empty eyes. They said the twins didn't blink or move, like statues. Some people even said they heard crying in their dreams, but it wasn't a normal cry, it was low, like the sound of the wind dragging through the trees. That morning, the chief elder called us. He said the river had dried up overnight. This is her doing, he said. Find her and end this, or the village will suffer. We split into groups. My group went to the river. That's where we found the twins. They were sitting side by side, wearing the same tattered clothes they had on when we left them in the forest. Their faces were blank, but their eyes were sharp, almost too sharp. It was like they could see straight through us. "What are you doing here?" one of the guards asked, his voice shaking. The twins didn't answer. They just pointed to the trees. We followed their gaze and saw Fatu standing there, her face hidden behind her hair. She was holding a bundle of sticks tied with red cloth. "Fatu," the captain said, stepping forward. "The king wants you to stop this madness. Come back to the village and face judgment." She didn't move. She didn't even look at us. Instead, she raised the bundle and snapped it in half. The ground shook. Not like an earthquake, but like something big was moving underneath us. The guards screamed, dropping their spears. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I begged him, Fatu said, her voice calm but cold. I begged him to spare my children. He said they were a curse. But now, I carry the curse, and I will bring it back to him. Before we could react, she stepped into the shadows, and the twins followed her. They disappeared into the trees, leaving us standing by the dry riverbed. When we returned to the village, everything was different. The air smelled of smoke, though no fires burned. People whispered that crops were withering and animals were dying. That night, the king's palace shook. His guards said they saw Fatu standing outside the gates with the twins, but when they tried to stop her, she vanished. By morning, the king was gone. No one knows what happened to him. Some say Fatu took him into the forest, and he now wanders as a lost spirit. Others say the twins cursed him, and his soul is trapped in the river that no longer flows. I don't know what to believe. But sometimes, when the wind blows at night, I swear I hear her voice, calling her children's names.